Senna Reroll has surged into a great comp since the last patch, and in this video, I'll cover everything you need to know about it. This is a slow roll comp that wants to get 3-star Senna, and we'll get that by slow rolling at level 6. And we will be doing that with this board, where Echo is our main tank and Senna is our main carry. For this comp to work, we need to have Senna as our headliner. Any of our traits work fine, but generally true damage is better as it gives us the option of going 9 true damage with a little bit of luck. And we will usually also want another rapid fire champion on our team in the late game. Our 3-star priority is Senna. We can also go for Echo 3-star, but is not needed as we can still get far with just a 2-star Echo as our tank. After hitting all the 3-stars you need at level 6, you will start pushing levels and eventually end up at level 8 with some variation of this board. We always need to push straight to level 8 as we have to get 6 true damage in. Senna is our main carry, so we prioritize making items for her first. Her first item comes from the Superfan trait, and that item is Spear of Sojin. Even if you drop Superfan later, we still want this item on Senna as it's by far the best one. Her second and third items are pretty flexible though, as you can go for 1 attack speed and 1 damage item, or 2 damage items as the second and third one. Pick 2 items out of Rageblade, Giant Slayer, Jewel Gauntlet, Nashor's Tooth, Archangels, and another Sojin. Pretty much any combination of these 2 items alongside Spear of Sojin works great, but make sure you don't build 2 attack speed items as you won't have enough damage. After you have made Senna items, we want to make items for Echo. Here is the tier list of the best items to place on Echo. The best item on him is Ionic Spark, as it allows Senna to get through tanks, especially if they have Dragon's Claw. The next best items on Echo are Redemption, Steadfast Heart, and Sunfire. These are items that scale with HP and shields, and Sunfire provides great utility. If you still have items left over, then you want to build items for Akali and Qiyana. Here are a tier list of their items with Akali on the right and Qiyana on the left. They want very similar items, and you want to build items on whichever you find first. Most of the time that will be Akali, but if you find Qiyana early, she can be a serious secondary carry, and she can also farm you the components you need to itemize Akali as well. If you get a Spatula, you want to build True Damage Spat. This allows you to easily drop Yasuo, and it's a great emblem on a lot of the rapid fire backline champions like Lucian and Caitlyn. KDA Spat can also be useful if you're running Superfans in the late game, but it's rarely built as we'd much rather have a true damage emblem. Portals are still in the game, and the best portals for this comp are Multi-Talented, Unit Accelerator, Golden Prelude, Augment Payout, Artifact Anvil, Showtime, and Champion Duplicator. The best augments for this comp are Blinked Out, Heroic Grab Bag, Healing Orbs, Team Building, Return on Investment, Jeweled Lotus, Big Grab Bag, New Recruit, Crash Test Dummies, Remember Your Roots, Inspiring Epitaph, Silver Veil, and Stationary Support. I mentioned a lot of augments there, and the best ones out of those are Blinked Out, Healing Orbs, Crash Test Dummies, Remember Your Roots, Silver Veil, and Stationary Support. And if all that info was a lot to take in, then check out the cheat sheet for this comp. It's available for patrons and YouTube members. Here is the Lux cheat sheet from the last set, so you know what to expect for the Senna Reroll cheat sheet that is available right now. In the early game, you want to ideally end up with some variation of Kennen and Lilia frontline with a backline carry. The ideal opener is to hit Nico and Evelynn, but any other backline carry that can hold AP items like Annie or Nami will also work. If you hit Senna, that's great too, but generally you need some items on her to do well in the early game. In the early game, we can play both a loss streak and a win streak playstyle, since we aren't slow rolling until level 6. We pretty much play this as if we were playing any other standard leveling comp. Pre-leveling to 4 is also viable, as you are able to get access to 2-cost headliners there, and if you want to lean more into the win streak route, then you want to do that. It also gives you the option to hit a Senna headliner, which makes the game a lot easier in the early game. Once we get to stage 3, you want to be level 6 on stage 3 too. This is to find more pieces of the comp, and also to find Senna as the headliner. You will do this in cases when you have been mostly loss streaking so far. Ideally, you will just sell the headliner once you are level 6, so that you can slow roll at level 6 and look for Senna 3-star, and her as the headliner. When slow rolling, make sure to sell off your headliner. This is because we will get a new headliner in every shop when we don't have one active. This allows us to consistently get a good headliner. Again, the 3-star priority is just Senna, although you can hold Echoes and try to 3-star him later on. By stage 5-1, you will need to start thinking about rolling down for 3-stars if you haven't hit already. The reason for this is that on stage 5-1, almost every player will all in at level 8, and we will take a lot of damage if we don't power spike with them. Once you've hit all your 3 stars, you will start pushing levels. At level 7, you will add in whichever unit fits. A true damage is best if you have true damage as the headliner, and if you had rapid fire as the headliner, then KDA will be the best. At level 8, you will always play 6 true damage, and if your Senna headliner is true damage, then you drop Yasuo for a rapid fire unit, and if your Senna headliner is rapid fire, then you just keep the original board. You can also check out this guide in a written format over on Tactor, and if you want to see more of my written guides over there, then check out my profile to see more of the other content I've created on that platform. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned something, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you want cheat sheets for any of my comp guides, they're available for you to members and patrons, and the links to join those are down in the description. And if you want to get better at TFT, join the Discord. We got over 9,000 other players there who are hungry to climb. And if you want to get coached by me, the information is over on the Discord server as well. So take care and see you in the next video.